Hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. New Year stream. Happy New Year. For the Americans, it's not New Year yet. It's in another 9 minutes. So let's do countdown together. Hi, BTWs. So I'm so not prepared. Yeah, it's almost 1 p.m. For me now. So let me I was like, no, oh shit, we are running out of time. Yes. Yeah, for the Americans, it's still 2024. They're gonna count down soon. So that's why I want to count down together. So I want to let me prepare. Uh, Oops, oops. Okay, so I get that done. So let me open some live countdown. Okay, that's one. Okay, let me drop in the screen so that we know that it's going to count down actually. So share screen, post it. Yeah. So this is New York. So yeah, fantastic. So this is the New York Times Square. So we know when to count down together. So hello everybody. Hi, Matt. Hi, Random Kim, BTW. I'm sure. Hi, Vaughn. Hi, Raul. Hi, Duke. Oh, actually, I actually wanted to do this one a bit special. I want to allow people to join as well to know. But of course, as usual with the open mic rules, you have to show your face. So must have webcam and mic and show face. Actually, I should do it. Maybe not for everyone. Maybe I should just share this with the open mic members only. Yeah, maybe. Over only. I got to put it in the lounge. New Year live stream countdown. Yeah. Maybe that's better. So for the yeah, I'm doing stream now. Stream now. New Year countdown. Countdown. Feel free to join. Okay. Yeah. So morning, citizen. Hi, Bozo. Happy New Year. For those that already New Year, I think for some it's not New Year yet. So let me see. DPA. Okay. Dum dum dum. Okay. So drop it in a few places, just in case if anyone want to join to chit chat. And so happy New Year, Ugly Toad. Happy New Year, Cole. Yeah, DPA begins offensive in 2025. Yeah, this is the first stream and video or not video actually. I just posted like the Vaughn's thank you speech on the DPA open mic channel. But yeah, but this is the first stream of the year. So Times Square 2025. You can see this is the live one. So, but I cannot play the audio because they're always playing copyrighted music. So yeah. And my wife is cooking lunch, and then she's like, "Okay." I said, "No, I cannot eat lunch. I need to do stream." She's like, "Okay." So, and I prepared beer. Although I also have coffee. Yeah, but my coffee is finished though. So Sapporo, premium beer. So we can drink beer together and happy New Year together. So let me. So yeah, I need to put this live chat. Yeah. So 新年快乐 Nat Flanders. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Richard. Happy New Year, Cole. Cole A. Yeah, I see. This real beer. This is not fake beer. It's already New Year for me. So, but I didn't count down with you guys. So, and most of the time I'm like living in America. Yeah, hi, Quingulan. Yeah, I speak Chinese. I'm Chinese. So I'm not from China, but I'm just ethnically Chinese. So I speak Chinese. Happy New Year. So, so yeah, I wonder if any of the open mic people would want to come on. Yeah, not sure. Maybe they're busy because ultimately, is busy. Oh, I'm so blurred. Yeah, because the people are counting down with their friends, especially the Americans. I think the Europeans are asleep now, so it's late at night. So and yeah, we don't have much other people. So yeah, it's gonna be me. But just in case anyone want to come on, I put the link there for them. Hi, Blauba. So I'm not sure. I think what's the time now? Let me see. U.S. time. Local time. Is yeah, five less than 5 minutes to the New Year in New York, which is the Eastern the EST East Coast time, uh, East Coast Standard Time. Yeah. So hi BTW. The Han are lucky to get two New Year's parties every year. Yes, actually yes, we celebrate two New Years, but every culture have New Year as well. It's just that they celebrate more or less. Um, Yeah, but unless they pack to this no the Gregorian calendar, then that's their fault. Who tell them to follow the Christian one? Happy New Year to Ifan Sami. Uh, Deep State UA getting left in 2024 server issues. Really? I didn't know. I haven't met the 31st of December stuff for the Ukraine war. I decided that maybe I should start the year not dwelling in death and blood. So I try to do happy stuff. So and hi Iranian Putin. Hey, salute. Hi, Iranian Putin. Thank you for your support. Um, yeah, no, don't do this if you are not lonely. No. Happy New Year. Uh, so Happy New Year, Russell, from Australia. So Happy New Year. Uh, so yeah, this is. I just thought, it's just nice to have a stream that yeah, this is for nothing, just for New Year. Yeah, so and just to count down because last night I actually didn't count down per se. I was asleep because I was so tired. I was like after the DP open mic, I rush out all the videos and whatnot. Then I was so tired at the end of the day. That was I taking a nap before the New Year, and then no one in my house actually was keeping track of the time. Then suddenly they just hear popping sounds. Then they start to like panic and then what the hell is happening? And then they realize it's fireworks, like like nearby in the neighboring town, and then far away in Malaysia. We can from my new house, I can actually see the fireworks in Malaysia in Johor Bahru. So it's like I hear the commotion, then I force myself up. Then I didn't do a countdown actually. I end up I just like, oh, it's a new year, and then I see the fireworks. So yeah, um, yeah, and then, yeah, this kind of thing happened. Congruent. Yeah. So Happy New Year from to Cuba. Is Cuba time same as New York time? I'm not sure. Happy New Year. I think we're gonna count down soon. Yeah, it's 55, 54. Yeah, let's do countdown together. No, Shatorupa. Happy New Year. Yeah, it was a great open mic yesterday, and you don't eat champagne, you drink champagne. Love always. But yeah, Happy New Year. So it and yep, 30, 29. Hi Bozo. Yep. First Cuban you ever seen on the interwebs. Yeah, yeah, that's also true. Yeah, Cuban is on the same time. It's on vacation. I see. I see. He's on vacation in Cuba. I think 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yay! Happy New Year! Wee! Yeah, finally, Happy New Year. yeah, I finally get to count down. Yesterday I didn't get to count down. It's like things just happened to me, So now I have to happen on the new year. Let the thing happen on it on the new year, not the new year happen on me. Thank you, Netlanders. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for the super chat. I will continue to do my work. I have great plans for 2025. I'm planning to work harder. If you think that I already work hard, then I'm planning to work harder. And yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to Vaughn. I think this Vaughn is in this time zone, right? No. Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, California is still 9 p.m. It's disgusting. I do not know how, like this round earth thing, is a problem. It's like it's ridiculous. I already like have my new year and then I fell asleep, sleep very well, wake up, and then freaking hell, the Americans still haven't new year yet. This round earth thing, we really need to fix it. Like it's not unacceptable. It's ridiculous. How can the timing be so wrong? Yeah, China. Singapore is the same timing as China. We use the same time zone, which is actually a bit early for Singapore. It's actually honestly is physiologically is actually a bit early for Singapore. So in Singapore, going to work is always super tired because we are a bit too early in the time zone. So, but it's also 1 p.m. in Singapore. So yeah, the calendar still say 2024. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Maybe I will come in to do a live stream again. Happy New Year again, but for the Los Angeles time zone. Yeah, California. This is true. Yeah. So Happy New Year to Gorilla Unit. Happy New Year since 6 hours. Yeah, but it's okay. We can always Happy New Year again. It's all in your mind. It's everything is just in your mind. Like Ukraine is winning, Russia is running out of missiles and ammunition and ammo. North Korean soldiers fighting in Kursk, and then Syria is now a democracy. Israel is conducting genocide. Yeah, no. And Danny Davidov is like the prime the gold standard for Ukraine reporting. Who knows? Like Thank you, Vaughn, for the New Year gift. Happy New Year. And F. Sarah Ashton. Yeah, I don't think he's going to call Sarah anymore. He went all men. Which is very disturbing to me. Like, what the hell is wrong? Like, you're trans. No, if you decide to be trans, go all trans. What the hell is like? He suddenly have a girlfriend and decided to be a man, and then he's starting to talk like a man. That is the most like mind blowing shit. Is like like what the hell, man? Like why you just expose the entire thing about trans thing being like totally fake? Like at least for him, he's like a he now. He's not previously I call her it. Because I'm not sure, is it a guy or a girl? I'm so confused. And then now, like he is now a he. 100% is a he now. He cut the hair. He talks like a man. He dressed like a man. He got a girlfriend. Yeah, like Happy New Year. So, yeah, no, there's no China-Taiwan conflict in the future. Hope not. I still want to go to Taiwan for holidays. Especially if you can speak Chinese, Taiwan is a fantastic place for a holiday. So really, really, I hope not. So I love you too, Gorilla. Yeah, Happy New Year. I'm quite sure the New York they're playing like always, like they always play the same freaking song for every New Year. It's always, I feel, very anticlimactic. It's like Happy New Year, then you sing a sad song, like it should be like powerful, but so I don't want to play the song. Anyway, later I get copyright strike. So it's like I'm so cool. I'm a very normal person, honestly. No, I'm a very ordinary person. When I walk on the street, nobody give a damn about me. So yeah, I won't be very famous. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Yeah. And 坐上那动车去台湾，坐上那动车去台湾。 You cannot take a car to Taiwan. You need to fly. Taiwan is on an island. Cuba is great for holidays, but internet connection is really slow. I see, I see. But don't worry, it will change. Russia is going to help Cuba get it done, and I'm quite sure that China is going to do the same. So it's very hard to sanction countries nowadays, because all the big powers are all going to like sabotage all the sanctioning, so it doesn't even going to work. Yeah, Ole Lang Sine. I think it's a farewell song, right? No, I think, let me search. Ole Lang Sine. I think it's French, right? Auld Lang Syne. Auld Lang Syne. Sorry, it's Auld Lang Syne. No, Auld Lang Syne. It's a Scottish song. Oh, freaking hell, it's Scottish. I thought it's a French song. Freaking hell, it's Scottish. It's a Scottish song. It's a traditionally sung to farewell to the old year at the stroke of midnight in New York, in the New Year Eve. Yeah, it's used in the scouting movement. True. Yeah, I was a Boy Scout when I was like in primary school. So yeah, I learned some of this song, all inside. So it translates to all long since or long long ago. Yeah, it's rather depressing. Is that they are maybe the Scottish as elf. They're elves. They just keep thinking about the past. Like the elves live too long, and it's like, you remember the days of the old tree and where the sun, where there's actually no sun, where the star powers still exist, and then the elf lives happily and innocently. Yeah, something like this. So Starlink, yeah, I think you get Starlink, you can basically connect it. Like I saw Elon Musk, he was testing his Starlink while on the plane. So he's basically connected while flying, and he was playing Diablo 3, 4, 4, Diablo 4. Yeah, I think it's 4, Diablo 4, and then yeah, it works, still works. So yeah, so no, Happy New Year, Vladimir Putin, Vladimir Putin. I got the joke. So Happy New Year. Yeah. So it's a patriotic song about China invading Taiwan and building a bridge or whatever. What? Honestly, for those that do not know, Taiwan is never important to China. Like it was never important to China until until the really modern age, where they realized that because of the way how borders are demarcated by this new concept of national border that came from the West. Like in the past, in the ancient past, for most of humanity, there is no such thing as border per se. Like the border is always unclear. People live in towns, villages, and cities, and basically everything else is vague. And then you control whatever place that your military can hold power on. It's never like so arbitrary. This line, I draw this line along on this side, and it's mine. So yeah, so it's all because of the freaking line that suddenly Taiwan is that important. And China is always very inward looking, so they never cared about the sea, or overseas. Hi, illustrious. I'm from Singapore. Yeah, I'm definitely not from New York. Like you can see, it's very bright out there. It's 1 p.m. for me. It's in the afternoon. So Happy New Year, Ashley. Happy New Year. And for Australia, New Year is very old now. It's like a happy old year. happy old year. So not sure what is little everywhere asking about Vaughn. I think Vaughn is not even around. I think he's celebrating New Year with his family. Vaughn is on this time zone. This just Chinese, just Happy New Year time zone. So I don't think Yeah, I don't think he's free. Scrolling through, and yeah, I'm not sure. Tell us the name of one Chinese dish worth learning to make for 2025. Chinese dish worth learning. I don't know. The problem with Chinese dishes is that it's subjective. No, what is Chinese? What is a Chinese dish in Singapore may not even be a dish at all in China. Hi Lambo, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hey, 6 hours ago for me.
6 hours for me it's more than it's 13 hours. And then I missed the countdown.
Oh no.
I fell asleep, and then it's like then none of my family members was looking at the time. Then suddenly there was like sound of popping sounds, like fireworks sounds, and then it's like my whole family, my family all got like panic. They was like, "What sound is that?" Then they were searching, and I was like, "Oh, it's firework." Then they realized it's New Year. And then both my mom and my wife is like, "So fast? It's already New Year." And then I was like forcing myself out of the bed. I was like, "Oh, I need to see the fireworks. I'm so tired." Yeah, because from your house I can actually see the fireworks in Malaysia. So it's like so it's like I forced myself up to look at it. So and end up I never do the countdown. So I now count down with the Americans on the East Coast.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the right. You needed to do for us 6 hours ago, and for UK 7 hours ago, I think. Now I think I experienced the fastest accident of 2025. So I was in Antwerp going out. So I just came back, and one bar, and the boss/bartender, and they did the countdown at Happy New Year. I'm not going to drink anymore.
I drink in the 1 p.m. I drink it for this stream.
That's not good. So the guy, one of the guests had some, these confetti cardboard tubes that you can open and explode. Mm-hmm. So 3, 2, 1, buff, waff in the face of the bar of the boss of the bar. He almost lost his eye. Actually, he was pretty lucky. So he has like a blue around his eye, and his eye is completely red. The guy, I'm like, what the fuck?
Clearly,
so
it's not a happy New Year.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, so happy. It's like so
yeah.
happy.
So we actually also totally fucked up the countdown. So yeah.
There's a poor way to start a new year. Like getting injured.
God, it was amazing. But it was a good night. I had a good fun. I didn't drink too much because I needed to drive back home, and I don't want to lose my driver's license. So
I don't dare to drive when I drink. So like
yeah.
And Singapore was doing some of this they blocked the entire expressway like a few days ago to catch people drinking on Christmas. They literally closed. They basically put a roadblock in the middle of an expressway. Like we haven't done that for years. So it's like
crazy.
It went on.
I was expecting actually to be needed to blow in a machine, but I saw nothing. I drove 100 kilometers. I saw nothing. Typical Belgium. I don't know what happens. But the thing is also like big cities like Brussels and Antwerp had like and Antwerp they punished some young guys that did stupid last year. That they were house grounded. Some people that was arrested for doing stupid thing during New Year's Eve, they were house grounded for last night. And then Brussels, I think some like suburbs of Brussels completely forbidden kids under, I think, 16 years old to go outside alone without a parent.
Oh.
Yeah, because they love to burn stuff and New Year's Eve, cars and all that shit.
Not local or the immigrants, or is it locals, or both?
Oh, they are so white and blonde haired. These are the
very immigrant
nationalities, them. I'm not going to play racist, but sadly, so like Moroccans and Algerians and Turks, no, not Algerians. I mean, they're not in France, but they like to fuck up things. I don't know why. To fight with police. That's Times Square, New Year.
It's New York. Yeah, it's Times Square. So I changed another stream because that's not the AP, the Associate Press stream like stuck. So this, yeah, it's I find that the Times Square New Year is always very like underwhelming. It's like
It's
it doesn't
cool.
look very exciting.
I think to do it one time in your life. I think my brother did it a long time ago. But
maybe in the next few years I try.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list to go to the United States. But I want to see so many things. So
there's so many Singaporeans in Switzerland lately. They fleeing. No. Singaporeans love to go on holidays, and it's a favorite pastime. So, and yeah, Singapore, the government was like struggling to balance. Should we let them earn more money or should we not? Because if you give the the Singaporeans too much money, they'll go overseas. They'll bring the money overseas to holiday. So it's like we lose the money instead. So it's like, yeah, it's a very difficult balance. Yeah. Hi, nice guy, Orlando. Happy New Year. The female asleep. My female asleep. I first time see people call whatever the partner is my female.
My wife, my lovely wife.
Maybe that's not a wife and not a girlfriend either. Yeah, she's just he's female. It could be the mother, the mother is a female too.
Yeah. He has maybe a sort of open relation, polyamorous relationship. Like, mini, miny, mo, you sleeping with me in my bed? Yes. Sylvia, come in my bed. The three others, go to the other rooms.
Good excuse, man. Nice guy, no nice cope. He says it's a typo. Maybe it's a male. It's my male. My male is sleeping in the other room.
They actually also cancelled almost all the fireworks in Belgium because it was too windy.
Huh.
But and when I was leaving the bar, I hear popping everywhere around in Antwerp. I think they did some carnage. I don't want to see the news tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe it's the last fireworks of the year. In Belgium. Like, next year is World War III, and then maybe this year we say 2025 is World War III, and then that's it. We have no more fireworks ever again.
Yeah, it's going to be in fireworks. Are we going to turn out green, fluorescent green of the fireworks that they launched to us?
Or the fireworks is happen on the ground. Like, is that?
That's the funny part now. Like now tonight in Antwerp, they're attacking the police with classic fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As Singaporeans, we don't understand the concept, the point of rioting. Like, we don't riot at all. Everything is stupid.
Just like I said that what happened in France last year, I think I told that these guys on board, bad educated, and I don't know. I was getting a pita, a durum, and before I left to Antwerp, and the young kids, also like foreigner-ish, how they speaking, how they're doing, even in the bar tonight. Young guys of 18, 19 years old, how they were talking to me. I was like, fucking guy, what do you say to me? Excuse yourself. Oh, sorry. So come on, guy, what the fuck? Have a little bit of respect. It's crazy. Yeah, it's sad. I hope the generation is actually a little bit broken. I don't know what happened to the parents and education. I don't know. It's like very broken.
Then
that's something that I see.
Dan.
Say hello.
Come on. I dropped the link to join. I originally don't want to post it publicly, but come, let's chit chat. Happy New Year. Yeah. Switzerland is the Singapore of Europe. No, it's the other way around. Singapore is the Switzerland of Asia. Like, we copy Switzerland, not Switzerland copy us. We literally, when I was younger, we literally talk about, we learning from Switzerland. We're learning from what's the freaking city in Italy that's on the water? Venice. Yeah, we learn about Venice. Because Venice was a city-state as well. So we learn from there. We learn of their history and whatnot. So, yeah. The shirt. Favorite homo. Yeah, some of the chat I don't really understand.
I think a lot of people are drunk.
No, what is the asserted himself tonight? Nobody believe Blambo asserted. Asserted. Yeah.
My God.
So yeah. So for those that just came on, I missed the countdown yesterday, so I'm like deprived. So I come to do countdown.
Yeah. Actually, the New Year's Eve, I don't care. They asked me to go out. I say okay. Otherwise, we're sitting at home. I don't give a fuck. It's
I
New
love the
Year.
New Year. I love New Year Eve. I love to go and squeeze 3 people, but yeah, but I now have family a bit like inconvenient.
Yeah, it's good to have all these kisses from the drunk chicks. That's good. That's a positive thing. Happy New
And
Year.
I was very busy yesterday.
Yeah.
I was busy. I was like pushing out videos as fast as I can yesterday. So it was like by the time I was done, I was like, oh, so sleepy. I'm so tired.
Yeah. Oh, I went.
Chinese country unite as one union. That's literally called China, dude. China is full of a lot of small kingdoms, and they always fight each other until they become one country, and the country is whatever empire they want to call themselves. The latest one is called China. Yeah. So, and then Singapore is not a Chinese country. So, no, we never call ourselves a Chinese country. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! And no, gum will not get you prison in Singapore. You'll get a fine, perhaps, but nobody catches that. It's not enforced. Yeah. So Malaysia, Taiwan is a Chinese country, but in most of their history, they are never under Chinese rule. Yeah, and Malaysia and Vietnam is not Chinese countries. You'll get pissed off if you say they are Chinese countries, especially the Vietnamese. Lambo, what time are you going to sleep? What time is it for you now?
It's 6:23
a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, early morning.
I'm finished partying. So
you look too sober and fresh to be just finished party.
I drank like 2 doubles and 1 normal beer. So it is and like since in 6-7 hours time. So it's pretty good because I knew I needed to drive back. Normally I could sleep at someone's, but decided to not to go out. He needed to work also. So yeah, I said, okay, no problem. I don't need to be drunk, But I'm not going to open something now. It's 6 a.m.
No, I just gonna cheers you. Cheers.
And the only beers I have at home are like 6.5% minimum. So I'm not going to drink these ones.
This is 5%. It's not that bad. It's only 5%. Can you see?
They have a store in Belgium that's selling these beers, like international beers. I think they're selling more than 800 different type of beers and brewages.
Oh,
like
but honestly,
beer
when there's too many options, I don't know what to drink. No, because Singapore have some of these bars or pubs. It's like their selling point is they have a lot of different beers from all around the world, and then you literally don't know what to drink. It's like you don't even know all the brands. Like it's very hard. So these are Japanese beers. I like to drink Japanese beers. So I don't mind. I like to drink Thai beers as well. I heard that the Thai beers they copied from the Dutch, I think. Because they have Carlsberg and whatnot. So they used to have a factory in Thailand. Then they copied the and then they do their own thing. Then become Chang beer and Singha.
Yeah, if it tastes good, it tastes good,
It tastes like all beers. The beers all taste more or less the same. If it's a very light beer, it tastes more or less the same. So
you need to find some web shops. Normally, you can have that in Singapore where you can buy export beers.
Yeah, we have a lot. My favorite beer is actually Erdinger. Erdinger is my favorite beer. Yeah, they have more taste. and it doesn't get stinky when it get warm. So in Singapore, it's always warm. So you drink cold beer, but if you leave it there, it start to get warmer. So like Tiger beer, Singapore's beer is Tiger beer, which is like considered premium beer out overseas. But when it get warm, it's very disgusting. When it's cold,
you never drink beer warm, dude. Never drink that warm.
No, but the thing is, sometimes you don't finish. You haven't finished it, right? You just leave it there. Then it start to lose its coldness. Oh my god, Tiger beer is disgusting when it's not cold. It tastes like piss.
I think almost every beer
is like urine.
I'm a fanboy of Duvel and normal beer Stella Artois. Those my two favorite beers. If I have the chance.
So where's your girlfriend? You never go out with your girlfriend?
I have no girlfriend anymore.
Oh, that girl.
She was the thing of 2024 to forget. She actually has borderline, and I didn't know that. And she was like
borderline.
Yeah, borderliner. Yeah, bipolar.
What is a borderline?
Very hard. It's like bipolar but worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was talking shit about me and possibly big to my own friends, and they like calling me after a while. You don't want to know what she's talking about. You. I had an accident in France, and I wasn't allowed to be sad about it. Like what the fuck? Yeah, it's crazy. So I dumped very fast. Once you lose my trust, I dump you. I don't care. So yeah, I'm single. I never had really big, serious relationship with her. Like together for 3 or 4 months, and then I just dumped, and I'm happy single. I have left and right. So
sounds like the Russian soldiers quickly raise their flag. They quickly wave the red flag.
Yeah,
it's conquered. It's conquered. quickly get out of there.
Yeah, I'm maybe going to start to date a girl, a woman. She had 2 kids, and I asked her already to change her hair from color because she has pink hair. Van, you're drunk. Shut up. Zip it yourself. Be an example as a speaker of the air.
Hi, yeah, bro. Happy New Year. Oh, is New Year reached Argentina yet? Oh, you're not in Argentina, you're in Chile, right? Is it New Year for you yet, Gabriel? Can you? We cannot hear you. I think you're muted.
Oh yes.
Is it New Year yet?
Oh yes, it happened a while ago.
Oh yeah. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my dude.
To you too. To you too. I don't know if you hear all the noise.
It's pretty okay.
It's pretty noisy out here.
The noise a little bit only. It's not a lot of noise. Just a little bit of noise. Yeah, let me find another stream with a lot of fireworks. Let's see some China fireworks. Oh, Dan! Happy New Year!
What's up, homies?
Happy New Year, Dan.
Oops.
Happy New Year. To all the people who are behind, we're on the real time zone here.
Yeah, we are on the real time zone, but I missed the countdown last night, so I'm here to do countdown again with the Americans, with the East Coast.
Yeah,
East Coast.
I couldn't believe it. You have a New Year after me. I thought it would be before. like before Australia.
Yeah, before Australia. Australia is one of the first to have New Year. Like they are outcasts.
But it doesn't really count because Australia is not real.
It's a gulag. It's a massive gulag.
So already have one wish for 2025. Dan, we need to see you more on the open mic. You are very badly missed.
No, it's Wyatt's fault. Wyatt puts it at an ungodly time. He adjusts to all you guys, and he forgets about us people who are on East Russian, Siberian time, and Asian time. He's making it easy for you guys.
Actually, yeah, the Sundays are very good for me. If he's doing it on a Sunday, it's like it's like he's starting at 7 p.m. for me. It's like perfect.
But and I understand why, because the viewers are usually European, Americans, and all these other things. So he sacrifices his body for this. It's real, man. I've woken up at 6 in the morning and it says he's been streaming for 5 hours. It's insane.
So the real reason is because daytime I'm busy most of the time. I'm busy in the daytime because the family is awake in the daytime. So if I'm going to do live streams, and especially long hours, yeah, usually in the middle of the night is the best. So that's part of the reason. The other reason, of course, is because the Americans and the Europeans are awake during those time. Yeah, and they represent most of my viewers. So, and yeah, this Dubai, Dubai fireworks.
That's Dubai?
Crazy. That's Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, this is Burj Khalifa. So just to put it as a background, it makes us feel very festive.
We're hitting the New Year's in Dubai right now, boys.
Dubai was over already 9 hours ago. I think 9 hours ago or 8 hours ago. How many hours ago? I don't even know. 8 hours ago. Yeah. I saw the London one was also very nice. Yeah. The fireworks.
No.
Do you have any videos from Moscow?
Moscow one.
Oh, que vi que estaba streameando. Sorry.
Moscow.
The party beast.
Does anybody care about Moscow?
Because there's Bangkok. Oh no, 3 years ago. Yeah, I need to search. Recent upload. New address by Russia.
98 friends. We're going to conquer the Russians this year.
Oh, no, finally found something.
Hey, Wyatt, how long ago was it New Year for you?
13 hours. 13 and a half hours ago. Yeah, same as then. Then
13
you count down?
hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
I was
shit.
too drunk. I drunk too much.
I was right.
Vodka.
Oh, so you drunk? You missed the countdown too?
I mean, we were eating at 12. Here in Russia, we start eating like at 11:30. By the time we're done, the firecrackers are going, but I was too drunk to even care. I knocked out right after, like at 12:05, I was dead.
Oh, all my friends were busy drinking Jägermeister, and they were like dead at 2 a.m., 2, 3 a.m. I was like,
You haven't climatized yet to the Russian diet?
No, dude, there's no such, like, I don't think there's one Westerner who can come and drink they don't feel the alcohol. They don't feel it. It's very strange. It's disgusting. Like, I can't handle it.
Yeah, I would be a total pussy over there.
1 second, I'll be right back. I'll show you.
Hay un pibe que es de...
I think Putin have a New Year speech, but he looked way too serious for a New Year.
It's like AI.
He don't even smile. He don't even smile. Horrible. Where's the fireworks? Let me search.
In Ukraine. They did the fireworks in Ukraine.
There's not enough fireworks every day.
Okay, so like this right here is 1 liter.
There's a cooking oil, right?
No, it looks like cooking oil.
No, I want to say it looks like pee, but I don't know.
It's 1 liter of something called samagon. It's not like vodka. It's like higher grade, like moonshine. This is their moonshine. We have a local Ukrainian, oddly enough, not for the lols, but we have a Ukrainian guy who makes this in our town, and it's so pure and it's so strong. And we drank 1 liter with 2 people, myself and my father-in-law, and we were done.
Oh,
This is
that's
it.
dangerous.
Wow.
That's dangerous.
I don't like it.
You're crazy.
Yeah. All the traditional hard liquor is disgusting. Like I tried the Chinese hard liquor. It's disgusting. It's no wonder, ancient China, the cup, right, is a very tiny cup. When they drink the alcohol, it's a very tiny one like that they drink, like a small shot, because it's so disgusting. It's like drinking thinner. It's like drinking, those for painting, those thinner. It's disgusting.
The one time I never
Whoa.
again drink was for me absinthe. I don't know if you know that. It's fair. You need to burn that actually.
Oh yeah,
I've heard about
I
it.
have a Belgian friend, and he likes to drink absinthe. I've drank it with him. My Belgian friend, he's crazy. He likes to drink poker, to play poker, and smoke weed and drink absinthe, and of
That's,
course Belgian
that's
beer.
I did that once, and when I went out, I, s- I drink 2 glasses. It was like very big glasses with absinthe, and I was seeing myself fading away in 10 minutes time. It's crazy. After these 2 glasses, never again I'm going to drink that.
Yeah.
This
I
is a shout out to
seldom get.
Vaughn. This is a this is a Soviet Afghanistan war era campaign cover. It's original. It was a gift to me by someone from Moscow, which is really interesting because I have a photo where I'm wearing an American version that looks almost identical to this.
Yeah, I thought
But
this is American.
yeah, but this is Soviet.
Yeah. Because when you first wore it, I was like, oh, this looks so American. Like those Texas type of
Yeah,
hat.
but in the Afghanistan war, we used similar stuff. There's holes for air and different ways you can use this cover. I call it a cover, like that's what we say in the Marine Corps. But it has still its hammer and sickle there, and inside it does still have its like item number, but I can't read Russian, but it's still tagged in there.
From which year is that?
From what era? Or
Yeah.
this is from the 1970s, 1980s Afghanistan war for the Soviets.
Oh, I was good. I wanted to say the 1970s.
So
Yeah.
much memorabilia. You got so much of this, old school shit. Vaughn said
Well,
he
here-
see that.
I have also these. These were also gifts. I have Lenin.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I have a gift for someone in the future because I'm gonna be going back in the future to the United States. So 1 second.
What is the US? What is the LA time now? It's only 9:40 in LA, in California. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do this trip until that time and to celebrate the New Year with the Los Angeles.
I have St. George Ribbon Z for any of you guys who want memorabilia from Russia, authentic.
Wow.
Sounds like a dangerous gift to receive.
And I have St. George's ribbons and a lot of them for anybody who wants them. No, I'm just if you guys want because I have a little bit of extra stuff and I find it interesting. I don't know if you could buy something authentic with actual tags and everything.
Things. I don't think they're
Vaughn
going
wants
to
it. Vaughn.
allow that in Europe to buy things like that. I don't know.
Vaughn wants it.
I know Vaughn wants it. I know Vaughn's like he's like that's
Yeah, all the saliva, come on. Yeah.
Vaughn's the freaking keeper of the artifacts.
He will show that in his little chapel with the picture of Prigozhin.
Yeah.
Look what I got from Dan. My God, Prigozhin.
Amárralo con la tira.
Anyway, Happy New Year to the people in the live chat. If you just came in, Happy New Year to you guys. Yeah. So for context, for those that didn't see, because I missed my New Year countdown, I was asleep, and then New Year just happened to me. So So yeah, I'm here to make up for the New Year, New Year countdown.
What's the last country to hit New Year?
Is it Hawaii or Hawaii start first? I think Hawaii is last, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's either Hawaii or Chile.
Yeah, Hawaii
because
is still
Easter
31st.
Island. Because Easter
Hawaii is
Island.
Easter. No, so Hawaii is still on the 31st. So I think Hawaii will be the last to have the New Year.
It's funny how there's like this, two separate groups of Cold Warriors. One that absolutely hate Russian guts, and the other one's like Vaughn that like absolutely they have this absolute bromance with like the Soviet and Russian sort of idea or culture, whatever. Yeah, those two groups of Cold Warriors, the people who lived through the army or whatever during the Cold War. And some are still super hateful of Russia and Soviet Union, and others like absolutely love it. Like, like the forever enemy that they, those are like the true warriors that love their enemy.
I live here, so I don't have a choice. But I never cared about Russia in any way, and this whole conflict, I'm so tired of it. 2025, and I'm still living here under this bullshit. I just can't wait for it to end. It's like it does weigh on the people here. It's like here we go into another year of this, so I'm just ready for it to end.
Yeah,
sure,
I'm really hoping so.
War
That's
fatigue
actually
is
a
a thing,
question I like to ask you, Dan. What are you thinking about Ukraine in 2025? Is it going to end very fast or not?
I've mentioned when the end comes, it comes so fast. It's unexpected. And I also said that when they start making improvised explosives, that it's gonna show that one side is really desperate. And you can even find a lot more videos now where they're talking about how Ukraine's running out of troops. The Western media is now reporting on it. So it seems like they're coping for it and getting ready for it. But I hope it just ends in 2025 with one more big battle, which is going to be right on the mark. What I predicted, because these major battles cost so many human lives. So I think Russia's getting ready for the
Could be
2025
Pokrov, man.
campaign.
Could be Pokrov.
Yeah, maybe
Could be
that one.
Pokrov. Yeah, because if Pokrov falls, then you're gonna have like Slovians, Chromatos, Slovians will fall because the Russians can just ignore the two cities and just keep going west and keep going north, and they just cut them off. So I think they will go all out to defend Pokrov, and then that might be that big battle that you're talking about. I think it's going to be fiercer than Bakhmut, but it's not going to be as effective as Bakhmut because Bakhmut they still have all the good troops. Now they don't have all the good troops, so it's going to be like cannon fodder after cannon fodder. Like what the Wagner do with the prisoners. They just keep sending the prisoners to die. So that's probably what will happen.
I just wanted to end. Toby's in a place that doesn't exist, so let's see what he has to say.
Can't you see they see the heavy bombardments over in Sydney? Yeah, there's heavy bombardments. They're getting bombed like nobody's business. You see the big explosion. Oh my freaking god!
So my new microphone cable is coming in a few days, but for the moment, I apologize.
For God's sake, please pray to the Lord that be so.
Yeah,
well,
if not, your mic keep
if we're gonna
after a while.
Actually, I'm gonna lay some scripture on you, scamps, just because I was reading Corinthians. So believe it or not, it was Wayne who brought this up. Right, we were talking in the conspiracy corner. And he brought up this verse from Corinthians that I don't know well because I'm no Bible expert. But anyway, it's Paul. Paul is telling people in Corinth how they should go about their business in church, right? And it's a famous chapter because this is the part where he says that women shouldn't speak in church, right? So this is like the section that like the feminists hate, and they say Paul's a great misogynist and everything. But anyway, so what Paul says is that when people get together in church, It's really interesting, right? Because it contradicts what he says, absolutely contradicts what we do at the moment in church. Because at the moment you go and you listen to the preacher and everyone sits in the pews and just sits there. But Paul says we shouldn't do this. What Paul says is that everybody should get together and take turns in speaking and listen to each other and respond to each other, right? In other words, what DPA open mic does. DPO open mic would please Paul greatly. He would say that what we do is very holy and beloved of the Lord. So there you go, Wyatt, a very good Christian, even if you don't know it. Jesus loves you.
Yeah, I know.
What are we talking about anyway?
Church.
Yeah, I need to have the holy light behind me. Give me a second. I need the holy light.
Can you do
Parece.
it? Oh.
No, I actually went to a Christian kindergarten, so or maybe there's Catholic. I'm not sure which denomination. So I actually grew up like, you know, when I was young, I was already learning about those Christian things, you know, about Moses, and yeah. I mean, I just treat them as like very interesting stories. Yeah, but I'm not a Christian. But no, I understand the Christian thoughts and everything. So.
What is a Christian? You know, Christian by action, not by club. And in that sense, you're a very Christian man because you bring people together to share their inspirations. This is what Paul says. The idea that the Pope is infallible is very un-Christian, according to Paul. The idea that we should go listen to one guy talk and tell us what to think is very un-Christian, according to Paul and Jesus. But so
it's also
perhaps
impossible.
you are
right?
actually.
You know, everyone sins, right? So no one is perfect except Jesus. So it's impossible that you need to listen to one guy. It's my main problem with all organized religions. I don't believe in organized religions. I always question.
I'm the same.
So if this person, this old granny, have never heard of Christianity, and then when she dies, does she go to heaven or hell? It don't make sense, that you must accept the gospel before you go to heaven. It just don't make sense to me. So
it doesn't make any sense.
And it applies to all religions for me. So that's why I find like I don't really like religious leaders per se. I don't really like those the manipulation of people through the power of the institution of religions, be it mosques, the imams or the Christian church. Like I see so many Singaporean Christians like going crazy, like because like they're so into the teaching that they think that everybody is like infidels, like they're not even Muslims, they're Christian, but they think like those like all non-Christians are infidels. Like it's nuts, like, and then they will betray family and friends, for their God and Jesus. It's like, well, come on, man. It's like, if this is what your religion teaching you, something is wrong with your religion. No, this is wrong.
What is the major religion of that place, Singapore?
It's a mix.
It's a godless place.
It's a mix. We have Islam, Buddhism, Taoism, Christianity, Catholic. Yeah. We should have some Judaism, but no, I don't know who is a Jew. I can't recognize a Jew from a non-Jew. Like all Caucasians look the same to me. Even like it can get very confusing too. It can get very confusing too. Luckily, I don't use this account to watch a lot of girls. the recommendations will be pretty girls.
Simple politics, Asia.
Luckily, you're not watching
that country. Who's the founder
girls.
of Singapore?
Founder of Singapore? Founder of Singapore is an Indonesian prince. Is called Sangnila Utama. So there's a prince actually from this empire of Sriwijaya. So this was like a few hundred years ago. So there was like a few major empires in Indonesia. So Sriwijaya is actually from Sumatra, and then their biggest rival was Majapahit, which is Java based. And then during those days, there's Bali as well. Bali is also a kingdom. So this prince somehow, they got stranded. They caught in a big storm. So that is the legend, the myth. So he caught in a big storm, and then it's like, and then they started to throw things overboard because they don't want to die, right? So they throw things to lighten the boat. Then after that, the storm only ends when he throw away his crown. So when he throw away his crown, suddenly the storm just stops. And then they realize there's landfall, some distance away, and then they saw a animal on the beach. So then this So the prince asked the advisor, "What animal is that?" So the advisor said, "That's a singer. That's a lion." So interesting fact is that there's no lions in Southeast Asia. So but the guy said, "That's a singer. That's a lion." Then the prince said, "Oh, that is like a good omen." You see, like the good omen said, "Oh, we should settle here." So they go there, they settle, and then they call it Singapura, which is actually the Sanskrit word Pura is actually city. So you can actually see like in India is like Tripura and whatever Pura, a lot of Puras. So this is actually city. So Singapore is like Lion City. So they call it Lion City. So he came up with the name. The original name is actually Temasek. So that the original name of the island is called Temasek. They changed name to Singapura. And then, so which is why, the Singapore's one of the sovereign funds is called Temasek. It's Temasek Holdings. So yeah, then it's called Singapura. Then, but that is the founding of Singapura per se. And then, but it's just a small village, small town.
But if they had no lions, why did they have a word for lion?
Yeah, because it's everything coming from Sanskrit. Yeah,
Okay.
because
there are lions in India. Yeah.
So because Indonesia before it was so Islamic, it was a Hindu Buddhism country.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like if you go to Bali, it's all these beautiful sculptures and their religion is Hinduism, I think. So that Bali is the only place in Indonesia that kept their culture, the original culture of Indonesia, which is actually Hinduism and Buddhism. So it's a mix of Hinduism and Buddhism. So which is why if you look at the old buildings or everything, it's actually all Buddhist or Hindu. Like that Borobudur, which is one of this massive Buddhist temple. A bit this is compatible with Angkor Wat. It's the Indonesia's Angkor Wat. It's massive, and in the middle of the Borobudur, which is actually it's like a step. It's like a small. It's like a not, I wouldn't say pyramid, but it's like a steps into a pyramid, like going up. At the center is actually a Buddha inside a stupa.
Okay.
So it is a very Buddhist, very Hindu country in the past. So what happened? So just some history. So what happened is that the Majapahit continued to fight with the Srivijaya. Then in the end, Singapore was the last stand of Srivijaya. It's the very last place that Srivijaya survived. Like they lost all of Sumatra. And that came the big mistake. Majapahit wanted to eliminate Srivijaya entirely. So they attacked Singapore, and then Singapore falls. So the entire kingdom gone. The ruler of Singapore or Singapura ran away and to Malacca and set up the Sultanate of Malacca. So he ran away from Singapore and then he set up a new kingdom. And then this time round, he decided to be Muslim because in those days, the Arabs are the Muslim become very powerful in India. And then he wanted to gain favor. So he converted to Muslim and called it a Sultanate of Malacca. And it coincidentally at the same time, Zheng He from China, which is at the time was a Ming Empire, the eunuch from China led the great treasure fleet westward. And then it came to Malacca. And then because Zheng He himself is a Muslim, he's a Muslim eunuch. So and then he's like, "Oh, you're Muslim. So I'm Muslim. And the Arabs are Muslim." So all the big empires and all the big kingdoms gave protection, and so they all guaranteed Malacca and gave exclusive trade to Malacca. That's how the Sultanate of Malacca becomes so powerful. Yeah. So which is why Malacca became super powerful and dominated the entire region. And Majapahit have zero trade. Like they have hardly any trade because of this. Because everybody from China, from east and west both sided with Malacca. So Majapahit start to become weaker and weaker, and then they have infighting, and then they lost control of their entire kingdom, the empire. Because ultimately,
do you think that maybe there was communication? Do you think maybe it wasn't an accident that he went to become a Muslim? That actually he was in communication with the Chinese?
Yeah, I'm not sure because he was on the run. So so he was on the run, and those days the type all the traders that came in was Muslim, and it wasn't something new. It was like I think when Srivijaya was still in Sumatra, Islam is starting to come in. So there's a lot of evangelists for Islam came in to preach. They set up mosques and whatnot. They're slowly converted, and so maybe he saw the trend. So he just decided that maybe this is a good idea. So and this is also how the entire region become Islamic, because everybody wanted to trade. They wanted to feed their family, and the Muslim traders during those days always prioritize trading with the Muslims, the fellow Muslims. So if you're not Muslim, then you'll always lose out. So which is why they're gaming the system, and then but it's an exclusive thing. Islam is always.
Do they eat pork?
Halal food. They don't eat pork. Which is what Bali eat pork. If you go to Bali, there's the one of the famous dish is a suckling pig, because they are Hindu, they are not Muslim, so they eat pigs.
So this would have been a real sacrifice for these people to give up all their pork. Because it wouldn't have been part of their diet.
And if you go to Bali, it's so beautiful. The culture is so beautiful. The religion is a bit different from the Hinduism that in Singapore or in India, because it evolved within Indonesia itself. So that's why Bali is like the prime tourist destination today. If you look at the rest of Indonesia, there's no culture. The culture is all in Bali. That's Indonesia. Indonesia is only in Bali. The rest of Indonesia is it's already they just recently, only the past few hundred years, they're converted to Islam, and there's no culture, there's no history, and it's very bland. So that's why every big event is in Bali. Every single shit is hosted in Bali, because Bali is the only beautiful place that really embodied the spirit of Indonesia. Like even the Garuda, the animal or the mythical animal representing Indonesia. Garuda is a Hinduism thing. It's not an Islamic thing. But so that is the thing that the Indonesians will have to deal with. They have no choice. Yeah.
Well, the indigenous peoples of Indonesia, and there were hundreds, if not thousands of them, they actually had some pretty interesting cultures.
Someone is going crazy. So I hope you're doing well. I'm not sure why you're going crazy. He's in the camps, but we don't know which camp. Yeah. Yeah. So this is something that I always share, because this is part of the history and what it is, and what it is like here in our region. Islam is a pretty new thing. It's only a few hundred years. Hinduism have been here for thousands. 1,000 or 2,000 years. Like if you read, the founder of, not say founder, I would say the Tibetan Buddhism. The Tibetan Buddhism, some of the history behind it, when I was searching and reading about it, is like the scholars actually came to even Sumatra, to Indonesia, to study and discuss and debate with the scholars in Sumatra. And then this scholar came up with a totally new way of worshipping or doing Buddhism, where it's super efficient. And then he was picked up by the Tibetans, and then that's why then they move this, they do this new practice in Tibet, so which is like become its own thing. It's a Tibetan Buddhism. Instead of you have to chant, they have this roller thing that you just roll, and then they write the scripture on the rolling thing, so you can actually speed up your enlightenment. Instead of you have to repeat 10,000 times, maybe you just grow very quickly. You can do the 10,000 times in 5 minutes. So this and it's interesting, because when I was reading, I was like, what? The Buddhist scholars and pilgrims go to Indonesia, to Aceh, no less, go to Aceh, no less, to talk Buddhism. I was so freaking mind blown. It's a totally different world. We can't imagine.
When did Buddhism go to Bali?
Oh, I have no idea, man. That must be a long time ago.
Yeah, it must be, right?
Because Indonesia has always been a Hindu Buddhism country. So so to Indonesia, let me see, 1st century. Hinduism came to Indonesia in the 1st century through Indian traders.
Imagine if they'd just gone a little bit further and made it to Australia, and the Aboriginals had become Buddhists in the 1st century.
They did, yeah, but cannot. No, they insisted on Aboriginal rights. No, and it's like, no, I think they probably they reached there and there's no people here. Then it's like,
No, the
Australia
people
is too big,
in
man.
Northern Australia, the Aboriginals there, they did trade with the islanders from Papua New Guinea and so on. But I don't think Buddhism got that far. I think Bali must have been the extent, or maybe the Buddhists just, got attacked or eaten or something. It was a pretty hostile place, Northern Australia and the tribes there.
I mean, the entire region is crazy. It's like, even like I talk about Majapahit, they don't have direct control per se. It's like, because of their power, they have a tremendous influence, and everybody just follows them. Like, but when they become weak, everybody just break away. So it was like most of the ancient world where there is no clear borders. There's no clear borders. It's just like this is a Wild West thing. No, borders are very modern thing. No, it only happens over the past like maybe 200-300 years, where the Europeans decided to carve up the world. So when you want to carve up the world, you need to draw borders. Like and that screws up everything now today. Like if you do not have the borders and nationhood, the Kurds might be their own kingdom right now. They might be their own country right now.
Do you think we're going to see like a breakup of borders in 2025? Because it feels like that to me. It feels like we're entering into a period where borders are becoming fluid again. Because this happens periodically in history, like.
Yeah, but I think it's very hard because it's like borders come before human rights. That's what I saw. Like nobody give a damn about the people living there, what they think and what they want. It is people just insist on their borders. Like you look at Catalonia, they can't get their independence. Even if everybody want to be their own, they want to be their own country as Catalonia, Spain will not allow.
But at the same time, it's like most of the borders in the Middle East have been created by European powers. It's very much divide and conquer the Ottoman Empire. And so if Erdogan is speaking openly about reforming the Ottoman Caliphate, right? Erasing a bunch of borders and returning to the old borders, perhaps. So this is why I say, history goes in periods of flux.
But then there's no need to attack the Kurds, right? But they still attack the Kurds. Because they can't stand it. They have to have control over everything inside their border. So that's the problem with the border thing. The moment you decided that you draw this line, and that's it. You're stuck. You're stuck with it, and then everything that happened within that line, is your problem. Then
I don't think there should be a border between Australia and America, for example, because really we are one people. And if we were united,
that's the ocean. It's called the Pacific Ocean. It's not a border; it's a Pacific Ocean.
It's a thin line.
It's a fat, very, very fat line. There's the fattest line you can ever get. It's the fattest line you will ever find.
Huge,
like a line you never see before.
Huge line.
It's huge.
No, it's a match
it's
made
so
in
fat.
heaven.
You never see before.
It's the best line in the world. Huge line.
Yeah, which is why I really don't believe that the borders will go away, because people benefit, the majority benefits from the border. So they will not let the minorities get away with it.
What about the border between North and South Korea?
No, they have that line, and I think they are perfectly fine with as two different countries. That's what I think. It's been too long. It's just perfectly fine with as two different countries. If you look at Ukraine, they sacrificed probably 1 million soldiers by now. 1 million people died for that freaking line in the sand. The fact is that those people over on the east don't even want to be part of this Western aligned Ukraine. Like they want to have their own thing, but nobody give a damn about their rights. Nobody care about what they think. And this is the recurring theme across the entire world. Nobody cares. Nobody can agree to just break up the country. Like in Sudan, why not you just don't fight and just break up the country into two? You have the Arab, Sudanese be one, and then you have the other, the desert dwellers. Yeah, then to be their own country. Just separate the Sudan into two different countries, and you don't have to fight. But now they have to fight. It's the same problem with China, because China have a very arbitrary border thing. If you are a Chinese kingdom, you must unite whole of China, and it's a very stupid thing. But they must. It's like if they don't do it, they feel like they are failing their duty. Just like why you must fight for Taiwan. It's like no, you don't have to. But it's like they must absorb Taiwan somehow. They cannot get over it. And it's a stupid thing.
Look at the EU as well. Like the whole European experience is very schizophrenic, because a lot of people, I would say most people, Lambo can confirm, most people in Europe are in favor of this idea of a united Europe. Most people like the idea of the EU. It's not like the EU is forced on the unwilling people of Europe. But then on the other side, they also kind of like their national identity too. And so there is a question, will Europe unify into the European project, or will the different nations of Europe retain their identity within it? So I don't know. I don't have your faith in borders. I think borders are inherently in flux.
Well, here the border in my town is so funny that we have a restaurant, and the restaurant is in Belgium, and the parking of the restaurant is in Holland. It's not a joke.
No, sure.
My worry for Europe is that maybe in a few hundred years' time, they're going to have this China complex, where every single European country felt a need to unite Europe. Because of the European Union concept, the European concept, the one Europe concept. The one day end up, every country or leaders may feel there's a need to unite Europe, and then they will even do crazy shit to achieve that. They may not be one country, but then they must unite Europe as one entity somehow. Like the European Union must not die. And then they're willing to kill people to get it done. It's a bit like China. So that might happen, because even in China, people don't realize that China is not always like the emperor controls everything. It's always a lot of lords, lords or duchies, that controls all, and they all swear allegiance to the emperor. And the emperor actually don't have direct control across the entire of China, because it's just too big. It's just way too big. You have to depend on the princes and the lords to control. And then essentially it's like a European Union. Everyone have their own country. And then usually they will have all this infighting, and then you have the rebellions, and then a few of the lords or the prince will band together and then try to overthrow the emperor, and then they will form an army and fight. And that's Chinese history. So that could happen in Europe in the future, when it's very unstable. I mean, we are already seeing
there's borders between like Wales and England and Scotland and England, right? But at the same time, they're not really clear borders, and they're all Great Britain. And so it's possible that, and it's the same with the United States or even Australia. Australia was 6 different colonies, and then they were brought together by an act of British Parliament, Happy New Year, London, to form one colony. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a Chinese style, the wars of unification that go on for hundreds of years. It could be just a federation. And I think this is the European dream for people who want a united Europe, is that you have the United States of Europe. And so each individual country it keeps its kind of country identity, but it becomes part of a federation. Hence the open borders and all this.
The Europe is like United States with these 50 states, and Europe and all these countries as a state because they can do what they want. Like a state in the United States has their own rules also. I just hope we're never going to be one Europe, because it's going to be so messed up.
Well, the thing is, there are structural differences.
It's never going to happen, actually, because the difference between all these countries are too big, even economically. If you just look at the difference between Romania and Belgium, for example, the difference is like that. It's crazy. It's never going to happen, I think.
Well, but this is a fundamental. You hit on the fundamental point of it, and the reason I can talk about Europe is because not only did I live there, but my law degree is from London, so I studied EU law, right, and I worked with it for a long time. The difference between the US and Europe is that the federal system in the US allows for transfers of wealth from rich states to poor states, whereas the structure of the EU does not allow this, right? And so what you have in the EU is Germany is very much managing Europe to its own individual economic advantage, or at least it used to be when it had access to cheap gas. And so this is what a lot of people say, this is what is going to prevent the homogeny of Europe and the federation of Europe, is because they don't have this law that allows a central authority to take wealth from a rich province and give it to the poor province. Instead, what you have is the independent states very much looking after their own interests, and countries like France and Germany have overwhelming power to manipulate the others. So yeah, that's what a lot of people think is the Achilles heel of the European Union. And some people say that's not accidental. You know, this is like the British making sure that Europe never gets too united, you know, and the Americans also making sure that Europe doesn't become an independent bloc. Because the Americans and the British feared that if Europe became an independent bloc under the leadership of Germany, then they would develop ties with Russia because of the natural economic alliance between Germany and Russia. The cheap gas makes Germany an economic powerhouse.
Yeah,
right. Then they don't need the Americans anymore. And then the trade.
Technology, manpower in Europe, they have the energy and resources from Russia. They can be as powerful as the United States.
Yeah, that's why, you know, I remember when we talked right at the start of this conflict in Ukraine, I mentioned the fact that this could be seen as a war against Germany just as much as against Russia, because it's against the German-Russian. It's against the German-Russian economic alliance. So in nationalistic terms, it's sold as a war where Germany is on the side of Ukraine. But in economic analysis terms and in geopolitical terms, blowing up the Nord Stream was an attack on Germany, more than an attack on Russia, right? Because Russia can sell the gas elsewhere. Germany can't get cheap gas from anywhere. And the sanctions crushed German economic productivity because Russia was such a productive market for German goods.
Toby, it's Happy New Year. You have to be happy. You know, it's too depressing.
Oh, no, I am. I'm very happy for Germany.
Yeah, but it still continues, not because we have a new letter instead of 4, we have a 5, that Germany is suddenly, you know, he's right. Toby is right. I never saw a weak Germany like that ever. It's crazy. Yeah. It's painful to see that for them, actually. I love traveling in Germany, and I normally going in April to Germany, to Munich, and maybe this summer to Berlin. We'll see. And I am, the last time I went to Germany was in 2020, so I'm going to see a difference, I think.
This is why I think we could see a peace deal, right? And I'll be cheerful. If I prophesize peace, right, then I think that America gets to keep Germany, right? And you know, what Russia has to accept is that the partnership with Germany is over. And so that's a win, right, for the OECD nations and the Anglo corporations that get to sell LNG at massive prices to Germany. But the question is, what do they win, right? Because Germany hasn't just been defeated economically, it's been humiliated. And that's not going to sit well. You know, the Germans are increasingly going to describe themselves as an occupied power. And as the money from Germany dries up, the rest of Europe is going to feel like an occupied power as well. So the danger for the West and America and the UK is they win the prize of Europe, right? They keep the Russians out, they keep the Germans down, and they keep the Americans in, the original purpose of NATO. But then, like, okay, so you win. So you've got that prize. So now you get to manage an occupied Europe. That's unstable in my view, and it's inherently dangerous.
And you will just inspire another painter, right? You know, another painter will get very inspired.
It will not change with Trump, because Trump is America first, so he wants to trade with Europe. So gas to...
Trump is 100% on board with blowing up Nord Stream. You know what? Every time he speaks about Europe, he talks about how crazy it is that you know, like that they dare to trade with Russia. And we see that already. Trump doesn't have to get elected anymore. He is already meeting with the other billionaires. The MAGA base has already been like told to go and jump in.
There's a negative part to have a businessman into power.
No,
Well,
but
not
Trump,
just that,
Trump
he-
did say that suddenly that
For
he's
Europe,
very
I
popular.
mean.
Everybody wants to be friendly with him. Like he said that this wasn't the case in the first term. So he himself was shocked that suddenly everybody's like friendly to him. But I feel it's a bit different because it's like the antagonism towards Russia from Trump, I would say is not exactly very antagonistic, but it's like because he based it on the logic of not NATO, because if NATO is built to counter Russia, and then everyone is in NATO, United States spends so much money on NATO, and then all the European countries don't spend the money in it and then instead they went to trade and buy gas from Russia. That is counterintuitive. I think to him that's the logic. It's like this don't make sense. So either NATO ends, and then everybody can trade freely with Russia, or you spend the money and be part of NATO, and you really cannot trade with Russia. I think to Trump the idea is that you have to know what you want. You don't be this in between, not here, not there situation. I think that's his logic.
It's actually very sad that he always saw Russia as the big enemy and everything. That actually Russia didn't do nothing wrong for a very big time of the last 40 years or 50 years. But like Belgium is still buying LNG from Russia. We still have the ships coming to my harbor here at 10-minute drive from my home. If I go outside, I see the LNG terminal from far away. So we're still buying it because it's a private enterprise, and they decide who to buy from, who they're buying it, and they agree. It was Flux. It's called Fluxys, and they agreed to participate with the Jamal project. And to be, we have one of the biggest LNG storages. We have a very big storage. If that thing explodes, I'm not here anymore. And the biggest part of Belgium also, I think. But
well, we saw Mark Rutte say that, like Europe is going to spend 5% of their GDP on NATO weaponry, right? And it's like, that's great. That is music to Trump's ears. That's what Trump wants. The only problem is Mark Rutte can't make that decision. And
the guy said
if history is any guide, that's not going to happen. So I think during Trump's next term, because assuming he makes it to term, I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe I'm cynical. Maybe Europe will find 5% of their GDP to hand over to American weapons manufacturers and be thankful for the protection that they are offered from Russia. But maybe not too, right? And so then what does Trump do? It's like Wyatt says. I kind of share Wyatt's view here. I'm not convinced that Trump is so foolish that he believes that Europe's actually going to pay him 5%. And I wonder if Trump has a different vision, or if he has people whispering in his ears about a different vision. But
actually, his secret plan is actually to dismantle NATO. Maybe
it's 5% in 2035. You really think Trump is going to agree with that thing? He want to get 3% in 2030, something like that.
There will be no more Europe in by the time.
Belgium is still at 1.3, but I mean, we need.
But also consider Europe has been so economically crippled by the sanctions with Russia and the end of free energy that 5% is probably more like 10%. And so this is Biden levels of 10% to the big man. I don't see it. I do not see the Europeans loving this. Not even you, Lambo. And you like humiliation and pain and everything, but only in the bedroom. I don't think that this is going to be a pan-Atlantic experience. But maybe I am just cynical.
I'm very curious for the future. Actually, very curious. And now I'm looking day per day, so I'm waiting for January 20 when Trump is going to go in power and his first visit to Europe, maybe to Brussels. I don't know. Oh. I'm going to say, guys, huge investments you need to do. Where's my 2%?
My 5%.
5 is impossible. The Belgian government already said it. We can do it at our pace, but we don't going to.
Happy New Year to all the new guys that come into the stream. Hi Dave, hi Violet. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Adil. Happy New Year, Steve. Happy New Year, Valentino Z Spinelli from Tampa, near Tampa. Happy New Year. Yeah, I never wanted this stream to be so serious. We're suddenly talking about
no.
geopolitics.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's do it
it's like-
less serious,
Well,
Wyatt. I just finished my first.
we just
Coco
screw up
milk of the year.
2025. Like, now 2025 is going to be a screw up year because
Yeah, I need
like
to go
we
to
started
sleep.
we started it badly. We talk about geopolitics and now
Yeah.
Europe is gone.
Yeah, but
Hey, we doom Europe. with
I'm
the
going
talk.
to leave you all, Wyatt and Toby. I just drank
It's
my
okay.
drank my first cocoa milk of the year, and I'm going to sleep right now. It's 7:20, something like that.
Okay, have a good sleep,
No,
my
no.
man.
Yeah,
will see you
I
next
think
time.
I should close the stream
Good
too,
talk,
so
Lobo.
that
Uh-huh.
maybe I'll come back again later. For
Mhm.
the California
Are
countdown.
you crazy? Come on, Wyatt.
I'm very deprived. I want
You
to
want
do
to see
countdown.
the Californian New Year?
Like we
Oh my
do the countdown again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yay! Happy New Year! Then we're going to see them kiss again. So yeah, it's a New York thing. They must kiss. In front of the camera. When it's Happy New Year.
When is the last? Who is the last country to get the New Year?
Hawaii? Was it not Hawaii?
Hawaii, I think it's Hawaii.
Okay.
Yeah, poor Hawaiians. Like no,
Aloha
they didn't
New
get a
Year.
break. Yeah, like everybody just moved on and then they're left alone. Self high. This is the Hong Kong one. This is Hong Kong. Yeah.
That's
So
big.
Happy New Year, guys. I'll see because I'll probably need to do mapping later, but we shall see. I need to go and eat my lunch
Crazy. You're
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay then.
Right.
Right.
first. Yeah, but it's
Okay.
fun.
Hey, guys.
You only have a New Year, once a year. And there's
Luckily-
not many years in your life. Like you can only have like 100 years, and like half of it you like maybe you're too senile or you're too young to understand. So yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I
You
feel
have to,
solemnity
you
coming
only
on.
live once. You must YOLO.
Yeah, that's
YOLO.
why I'm celebrating every day a new day.
Yeah, we need to count down every day.
Yes.
New day, Happy New Day.
Happy New Day.
Yeah, that should be a thing, right? Happy New Day, or at least Happy New Week. At least do a Happy New Week. I think that should be fun. We should shoot fireworks every week.
Then there's 52 times in a year possibility to be drunk. Not so smart, I think.
Doesn't matter, Why need to have so much productivity? You don't have to work so much. We have AI and robots in the future. We're going to get fat. Don't worry.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like
the AI.
Wall-E. The cartoon Wall-E. Like the robot.
Wall-E.
Everybody got fat. Because they don't have to work. The robot and the AI does everything. Everybody get fat.
That was a really good film. I thought. I really liked
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I love it, and I find it very funny. Like the solution is to do farming. It's like, come on, you can just go to the gym and work out. You don't have to sit in the chair. You don't have to work out to get slimmer.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's
Very
All
well.
right, then.
now let's close the
Okay,
stream.
guys.
I can go and eat my lunch. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
maybe
I
I'll come
need
back
to
later.
sleep. Yeah, very good.
Hey, have a
Bye-bye.
good sleep.
Take care,
Dumbo.
guys.
Will do.
Happy New Year, guys.
Bye-bye.
Happy New
See
Year.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Violet, Adil, Steve. Yeah. Then yeah, we guys talk, end up talk serious shit, and then get depressed, and the world sucks, yeah. Yeah, so Adil say, why buy an ugly expensive German car? We can buy an ugly, cheap Chinese car. The Chinese cars are not ugly nowadays. If you look at BYD's car, it's Tesla standard. So yeah, it's no longer ugly Chinese car anymore. So yeah, but I personally just don't trust electric cars. So I prefer to buy second-hand, petrol cars. I'm very happy. My car is a new Beetle. My car is a Beetle. So there's, yeah. So can I show you my car? Let me see. Let me see whether I can show you my car. Yum 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 yum. I opening my Instagram. So this is my cat, my soft toy cat. And yeah, this is my car. Yeah, this is my New Beetle. Yeah. And yeah, that's my car. Volkswagen. Yeah. So my car was I went for servicing. So that was like 11 weeks ago. So and I play a lot of football. So yeah. Then my car. This is at my old house. So this in Hougang. This is my old house. I just moved house a few weeks ago. So I don't stay here anymore. The house still exists. A lot of stuff is still there. But yeah, this is my car. Yeah, super cute. Somehow, the sales for this car isn't that good. So no, I think yeah, they don't want to produce the Volkswagen Beetle anymore, which is kind of sad. Yeah, so there are some beautiful shots. So I'm not sure. I'll probably this car have to be scrapped next year. This year, sorry, it's 2025 already. Because of regulations, but I probably going to buy the same car. Yeah. So let's see how this goes. And make Audi great again. I hope Audi is I think Chinese owned now, right? I think Audi is Audi. Oh, wait, Audi. Let me see. Audi. Let me see. I think Audi, Volkswagen, Audi, key Germany headquarters, subsidiary, parent, Volkswagen Group. Volkswagen Group, yeah, I think okay, it's still German. Okay, it's still German. Audi is German. Okay, so, to own a car, a lot. It's very expensive. Singapore is the most expensive place, if not one of the most expensive place to own a car. So yeah, I'm very stressed about money. So it's going to be a stressful year for me. And Happy New Year, Justin. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So let's count down again. Where's the countdown here? Is there a countdown here? No, there's no countdown here. This Hong Kong one have no countdown. So there's a Hong Kong, UAE. So the countdown is 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yeah, Happy New Year! Yeah, I get my fill of countdowns. I want to count down a lot. Yeah, so Happy New Year, guys. So that's it. I'm gonna end the stream for now. I'll consider if I'll come back again later to count down for this California timing one, the LA one. So let's see how this goes. What's the time now? It's 8:30 in so that's Hawaii, sorry. Let me see. LA. Los Angeles is 10:30 right now. So 1.5 hours. So 1 hour from now, maybe I'll come back again. maybe I'll come back again. Yeah. So but anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. So I hope I wish everyone a great 2025, a peaceful and prosperous 2025. I also wish that it's going to be that way for me. And hopefully I can do more in 2025. It's going to be, I plan, my New Year resolution is horrifically, ambitious. So let's hope I can do something about it. And yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for celebrating New Year here together. If possible, I would do it later again because I think the Europeans will be awake. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see how. So Happy New Year, Keith. Happy New Year, Zionism, Uber Alice. Happy New Year, Miles, Adil, Violet. And yeah, so that's it. And I'll see you guys soon in a while. Bye, guys.